Hello, this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts. I'm procrastinating once again, but it's just a quick card, and I just saw something that inspired me, and I thought, well, no, I've got half an hour left. I come to my craft room, and I'm going to make a card. What I saw was a Facebook post by Visible Image where they showed one of the cards from the design team, and all it was a square card. It had some patterned paper in the background, obviously made with Visible Image stamps, and then it had two holly leaves popping in from the top right corner and the bottom left corner, I think, and it just had a sentiment going sort of round or being in various places on the card. The middle, it was a square card, was really plain, as in white, and I really liked the look of that. But I like my shortcuts, and I thought, I've got all these gift tags here. They're the same ones I used in my last video, if I posted in the same order that I'm recording it. So I thought I'll make use of these rather than stamping images. This one here, because they're all gift tags, they have holes in them, but this one still had the round bit stuck to the back, so I just put some clear tape on that and kept it in place. I might put a bead on that, or depending on the way I'm sticking it down, I might actually cut it off. I don't know yet. With the Santa, it's not that easy. I just put a little bit of paper in the back there just to have something in place there. I might add either some white glitter paste like stickers to cover the bottom bit, or some red stickers at the top. I don't want to colour it in really, so I'll have a think about it, or maybe some like the pearl drops to imitate the fluff on the hat there. As I said, I don't know yet. I just put some paper there just in case. So, and then rather than creating a background paper, I've got so much Christmas paper because I ran out the year before. Well, I thought I ran out, so I bought a few more recently. And I've shown this paper pad before. This is the 12 Days of Christmas from first edition paper, and I'm using this one here with the candy canes, which is really nice because it picks up the turquoise in the back. It's a little bit like an aqua, but it was fine, and it's got the red and the white, and I think that fits perfectly. So this one is, I've written it down. Oh, that's 5x7, just as the card base. I will create the card base by hand from an A4 sheet. But for the middle bit, for the white area, because I thought I'm going landscape with these because they're fairly big, I didn't want to create a square card. I've got a panel that is 5.5 by 3.5 inches. I thought about having it slightly bigger, but then I was covering too much of that background paper, and then I think the images didn't work anymore. So you can even make it smaller, but I think this is a good size. So I had to play with these already. So I would have this Santa, the Santa sitting there, and the penguin just coming in from the top there. And you can see here where I said I might just cut it off. I might even put it in a little bit more at an angle and cut more off to make it look more intentional. Could do that with Santa as well. Can cut his bobble off there. And then I've got a Visible Image stamp here, Merry Christmas. This is from the Christmas go-to words. So, and I thought I'd just stamp it here at the bottom, and I will also stamp it at the top, maybe even upside down. If you wanted to have that upside down, you could actually use your stamping platform and just turn over the cardstock. I'll have a think. Oh, and the other thing that this card had is where there was no stamping, it had little dots drawn in. I might find a little stamp and do that as well to make basically this look like a frame. I thought about stamping in red. I cannot find my red Versifying Clear. I think I'm just going blind. So I will use the Warm Breeze, which is a sort of turquoise colour, and I thought that would go nicely with this theme as well. So I will start just doing that. Make sure I've got the stamp the right way around. I had, by the way, cut these apart at one point, but I put them together again on the acrylic block the way they were. So I've got one stamp basically here again. Just making sure I'm inking them up thoroughly without catching the edges of that stamping block, and then putting this straight here on my mat, just pressing it down. I'm not wriggling it, just putting pressure now here where this actual stamp is. Yeah, that's fine. These are very good quality, so can't really get anything wrong. So yeah, at the top I will just do it upside down. I think this will be a nice look. So, and then off camera I will find just a little stamp just to go all the way around. It could just be a dot. I could use the back of a pen or like a dotting tool. If I had a pen, a similar colour, I could use that. But I think a little stamp, maybe a little star or so would be really nice. So as I said, I quickly find this off camera. I have found a lovely stamp here, which is this one here. I thought worked nicely as a border, and I only had to stamp 4 times rather than using another little stamp and have to stamp it quite a few times. This is from the Sam Calcott Christmas Papercraft Society box quite a few years ago. If I think 2 years, it might even have been 3. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, she also had a magazine that had lots of these sort of stamps in there. But as I said before, a little star would be fine, maybe just even a little heart, or you make your own dots. So all that's left for me to do now is now to stick these down. I just realised that this one, actually the gift box is a bit creased, so I will actually dispose of that, and we'll have to prepare another one here with the piece of paper behind it. I'm just checking whether it needs that. If I actually glue it down so that the candy cane looks through, what a lucky coincidence is that. This one has got the red at the top and the white underneath. Oh my god, this is great cheating. So I shall be doing that. The only thing I think I will do here is stamp or extend this stamp a little bit so I can see a little bit of that. Otherwise I've got a tiny little blue dot there. Because the rest will be hidden, I think I get away just moving this one up. No, I tell you what, I'll leave that completely. Just found the next spot there of the candy cane, and then I get his full feet on there. How lucky is that? So, as I said, I will just glue him down over there. I'm contemplating, because this is a fairly thick piece of cardstock, whether I should take the other Santa here and create a base here, and I think I will do that. So what I need to do on this one here, place it over the other one, and then mark where this white piece of paper ends. So there, it's quite difficult to see actually. This goes there, possibly straight down like this. I'm just eyeballing this, it doesn't have to be perfect. What I will do though then is take this bit here off in the back, because I don't need that anymore to cover the hole. So I can now cut him in half here. I'm going to place this underneath here. This should give me the exact edge to then go on there. Sorry, I had to switch the camera off for a little cough. It's best to do it from the back actually. Assume all the holes are in the same place. Yeah, that should work okay. Let me just place this one down first. like so. Sorry if you notice funny edits, I had another cough there. So I think I will just interrupt my filming there, but I will glue this down first and then I'll pop the other one on the top, and then I know it's in the right place, and I know that this side here is supported and it's not any lower than the other one. When you place the elements down here, you can actually hold it in place, turn it over and mark with a pencil where you're going to cut, because that means you don't need to put any glue on that. I made the mistake here and put too much glue there, which is fine because you'll cut it off anyway. But this way I can avoid wasting any glue. So, and when these elements have dried, by the way, I forgot to put a second layer underneath here, but it works as well. It doesn't really matter. But when everything has dried, you can turn this over and just cut off the excess here. Still a bit sticky. So I've obviously got the double layer here. But that precisely. So I really like the look of that. Basically these images or these figures popping in. Could have cut this a little bit better, but anyway, it's supposed to be a quick card. So when I placed this on my card base, I realized this is actually not 5 by 7. I cut this to 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, so just under the actual card base size. So, and then just goes on here, and ready is the card. So really quick one, using my gift tags. So again, one thing I could mass produce if I wanted to, if I needed more cards. And yeah, very effective. I think different from things I see in the shops, and this is what I like as of late. Creating quick cards, simple cards, but that have this sort of, bit of a surprise factor for the recipient, because it's not something they have necessarily seen before. Yeah, and if you like this card, you might want to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of what I'm creating, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that, and I'll see you soon with another video.